Parker, why don't you go read to Wisdom? Priya said to the boy while washing dishes. Yes, Mama, what should I read him? The boy replied. Anything. Why not the book about the kingdom in the forest you've been telling us about? Sure, Mama, Parker said, grabbed the colorful picture book, and headed out of the mud shack away from the village towards the enclosure near the jungle. Wisdom was standing quietly in the enclosure. He was the family's last remaining elephant, and ancient, well past 50 years old. Hearing Parker approach, the blind elephant bounded towards him. Parker gave Wisdom a banana, sat down against the wall of the shack inside the enclosure, and took out the book in his backpack. After devouring the banana whole, Wisdom sat down facing the boy. Do you want to hear about Enchanted Forest? Parker asked Wisdom. The elephant grunted knowingly. Parker opened the book and started reading. Once upon a time, far, far away, there was a great kingdom called Avami, surrounded by pristine jungle. The king, Theorus, made sure that whatever people took from the surrounding forest eventually returned the equivalent. This is because the jungle was home to wild elephants and was guarded by an ancient elephant spirit, and the spirit would destroy whoever harmed the forest. Wisdom was all ears. But the great King Theorus died, and his son, Theophan, succeeded him on the throne. And Theophan had great ambitions. He wanted to build a road from his kingdom to the outer world in order to prosper from trade. Wisdom made a disgruntled sound. Theophan found the best builders in his kingdom and asked them to build a paved road from the southern tip of the kingdom. But the night before the construction began, an elderly woman knocked on Theophan's palace door, seeking to speak to the king. What brings you here? The palace guard asked her. I bring tidings of disaster to Theophan should he build that road, she answered. Theophan needs not your evil prophecies and superstitions, the guard said. But Theophan overheard and bid the woman to come in. He asked the woman, What may I do to avoid the disaster? The woman said, Consult the spirit of the forest on the road project. He might yet let you do it in a way that does not harm the forest. Wisdom nodded slightly. The next day, Theophan summoned the palace shaman and asked him to invoke the elephant spirit. The shaman put on his cloak, lit fires, drank poisoned mushroom water, and as the sun went down, the elephant spirit was speaking through the body of the shaman. Oh, great spirit, Theophan asked the spirit, what do you wish in return for us to build the road? Theophan, the spirit answered in a deep, ground-shaking voice. Bring a young boy and a young girl, no older than 6, to the forest. You will never see them again, but in exchange an elephant will be sent to your kingdom. Whenever a caravan must traverse the forest via your road, the elephant must guide the way. What will happen to the 2 children? Theophan asked. No harm will touch them, the spirit answered. They will be my personal servants and look after the elephants in the forest. Theophan decided to proceed accordingly. He sent a boy and a girl from the kingdom, reassuring the parents that the children will be cared for. Sure enough, the next day, an elephant appeared at the gate of the palace. Theophan came out and bowed to the elephant, thinking that he could build his road at last. Yet suddenly, an arrow hit the elephant in the eye. Wisdom made a loud rattling sound. It was a bandit's doing, hidden above the top of the palace, Parker continued. The elephant cried out in agony. Suddenly, the skies darkened and thunder was heard. People ran home in fear. Soon, a wild herd of elephants broke loose into the kingdom. Wisdom was shaking heavily, and the elephant destroyed Theophan's kingdom. Later, people spoke of a wild boy and a wild girl, sometimes seen roaming the forest alongside elephants. They disappeared whenever other humans tried to approach them. Parker ended the book sadly. Why did the bandits shoot the elephant and ruin everything? He asked Wisdom. Wisdom touched the head of the boy with his trunk, and then pointed towards the sky. He then touched the tip of his own head with the trunk and pointed towards the earth. Because humans think they're better than others? The boy asked. Wisdom nodded. Well, I don't think I'm better than others, or better than you, the boy said. Wisdom patted the boy on the shoulder with his trunk. Then he pointed at the boy, gestured a taller height, pointed towards the sky, and then collapsed. No, the boy cried out. No, I'll never think I'm better than you, no matter how much bigger or grown up I become, and I'll never harm you or any other elephant. The boy hugged Wisdom's trunk. Wisdom stood still, a single tear rolling down his cheek. Then slowly he detached himself from the boy.